Hey beautiful souls, how you doing? It's Jeannie here, taking a stroll through my local park. I don't know if you can hear it, but there is this voice screaming in my head that's saying, girl, what are you doing walking through the park? Do you know that you have deadlines? Do you know that you have a keynote tomorrow and a corporate event and an event in the evening? Do you know that you have events to fill, content to create? Do you know how all these launches that you have going on? Like, we have narrowed your time down to a science, hour by hour. This is the time you should be sitting your butt down and working. What is wrong with you? Can you hear that voice? It is relentless, and it has been on me for the past 3 days. Here's the deal. Summer is over. Kids are back to school, and I have meticulously planned the first 3 weeks of September to be focused content creation and speaking gigs. I am jam-packed. My schedule is literally jam-packed. And so I sat down for day one and I had pen in hand, fresh pen and paper. I had my laptop open, got my coffee, my candle lit. I'm ready to go. And I sit there waiting for the inspiration to hit. And I got nothing. I mean nothing. I mean, there's not even crickets. I mean, nothing. There's nothing. It's like a black hole. I've got nothing, no inspiration. So, after an hour or two of like peeing 10 times and thinking maybe I'm thirsty, maybe I'm hungry, I should check Facebook. I do what I teach, and I said, I need to really get into my body. I play some music, I get into my feelings, start to feel inspired, get the creative juices flowing. I go out into nature a little bit in my back porch and breathe in the air and let the sun kiss me. And I think, okay, now I'm ready. And I go back down and I sit there and I got nothing. I got nothing. And what starts to happen is the ego swoops in. The ego loves this moment. I mean, it's like I've paved the way for her to come in. She just glides in and licks her lips because she knows this is her shining moment. And the ego glides in and she wants to remind me that I am not who I am, I'm what I do. She wants to remind me that time is this finite thing and I need to be really, really focused or I'm going to lose a big opportunity. She wants to remind me that the universe is random and scary and sporadic and I shouldn't trust anything. I shouldn't even trust myself. The universe is this terrible cosmos that is against me and doesn't support my greater purpose. That's what the ego wants me to believe. And so this isn't woo-woo stuff. Like the neural pathways in my brain that I have spent 40-something years creating, these little grooves in my brain that says, you gotta work hard, you gotta hustle. You can't, relax. You have to be in that push phase. You've got to drive yourself. You've got to work hard. Forget how you feel. Just dig in, girl. Just dig in because the opportunities are just flying past you. That's what the ego wants me to believe. And I have created grooves in my brain, little neural pathways, over and over again by repeating that habitual state of mind, that habitual mindset over the years. Now, here's the thing. I am not some enlightened guru sitting up on a mountain, y'all. I'm a middle-aged woman in the middle of Markham, a suburb of Toronto, Canada. And despite knowing this, knowing it intellectually, despite teaching it, despite even the somatic knowing in my cellular DNA that the ego is wrong, I still fall back into this habit of feeling like I've got to push through instead of honoring the space that I'm in. And I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling inspired. And so rather than allow the fight or flight, pathways to light up, those little cellular pathways to light up in me, all I need to do, and what I've decided to do, is to create a pattern interrupt for myself. And all a pattern interrupt is taking a pause and stepping out, look at my feet, stepping out of that voice and just observing it and looking at it and say, I know what you're trying to do. And I know why you're trying to do it. You're trying to protect me. You're trying to make me feel safe. This is an old paradigm that you're following, an old belief system that says, Gina, as you are, it's not enough, and don't trust it. You got to push through and follow a timetable, and you've got to do what doesn't feel good because opportunities are going to fly by. That's the old paradigm. But I can look at it and I can observe it and I can appreciate its intention and that voice of the ego, the inner critic that's telling me what I should be doing. And I can ignore what my true feeling is, which is that I just need to rest. I just need to find a way to re-engage with my inspiration. That anything that I create out of a space of fear and anger is not going to serve the world. And when I can step out of myself and look at ego and go, I see what you're doing. And thank you for trying to protect me. But you got to trust me on this one. And then I can close my laptop. I could come out to my local forest. I can sing a song and have some of those teenagers back there laughing at me. And I can put my feet into the soil. And I can just allow myself in the awareness to trust my knowing, to trust the universe, to take the time that I need and the space that I need, and then get back to the work. I can do that. You can do that. Let me know what you think. Ever feel uninspired? Then this video's for you. You know I love you guys.